I traded it all if I gave it all.
Welcome back. My next guest is Dr. Brian Cafaro. He is the owner of Balance Hormone Center in Gilbert. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, before we came on, I was talking to you a little bit about, what you do, and you said something to me that I resonated with. And tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and what you said before you came on.
Okay. So I'm the owner of Balance Hormone Center, and what we specialize in is age management medicine. And that means as we age, our hormones tend to get out of whack, so to speak. And as you age and get out of the prime of your life, you may notice you put on a little more weight, you have a little more fatigue. Women may feel hot flashes, night sweats. The guys feel fatigue and moody and loss of libido. So our office specializes in hormones. So you come in and tell us a little bit about your symptoms. And as we do, we check your blood work and do a full history and physical and see if it's something we can help you with. Not everything as you age is related to hormones, but a lot of them are, and we're here to help with that. As we were talking about earlier, I was telling Carol there's three things in life: death, taxes, and aging. And all are going to happen no matter what.
Tell us about it, because, I thought I was through that a long time ago. No way. I think I'm still going through it. A lot of women tend to resonate with this, obviously, because I think maybe feel it more. I'm not sure if that's the case or why we do. But men also deal with hormone imbalances too, correct?
Yes, they do. There's a phrase called andropause, kind of the male version of menopause. And what that means is when you hit your mid-30s, sometimes 40s, you just find you don't have enough energy, like you used to. You don't think as clear. We call it the foggy brain. If you go to the gym, you find you're not able to build muscle, and you get tired a lot quicker. And the next day, that soreness just seems to last longer and longer than when you used to. You can go to any gym in America, and you'll see it'll be a man or a woman, and they go there every single day, and a year later they look exactly the same as they did, the first time you ever saw them. It's usually because they're deficient in their hormones, whether it be a growth hormone, a testosterone. Women don't realize that it is very, very important for them to have testosterone. Oftentimes they have problems sleeping. They may not have any libido anymore, so their husband may think that, they're not.
They want to kick them out.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's usually just they're a little deficient in their hormones, and we check their levels. What we want to do is optimize them. Hormones, like any type of medicines, need to be monitored. If you have too much of anything, it's not a good thing. If you take too much Tylenol, it's very bad for your liver. But in terms of testosterone, we want to optimize them to good levels, like when you were young. And when we do that, you'll find you have a whole lot more energy. You're able to sleep better. You'll build muscle. You'll have more libido and just feel overall better.
Now, you're going to offer for everyone that calls in, it's a workup which includes the blood analysis panel. That's awesome, because you do it there in your office, you say.
We do. We draw blood. We have an MA, Tom Kelly, who never misses. So they can come in and get that drawn, and we'll go over their results with them when we get them back and see if their issues are related to hormones or not. And if they are, we can certainly help them with that. If it comes up something different, we can certainly try and help them or get them directed to the place that they need to go to.
Now, you're also going to get a vitamin B12 shot with that, because, when your hormones are a little bit out of whack, that vitamin B12 shot just gives you that little oomph, right?
It's going to give you a little energy boost. Absolutely.
It is, and people love them.
They do.
So, go ahead.
Well, sometimes, they do help because people are deficient in it for a variety of reasons, but other people getting that injection will give them some natural energy as well as kind of a mental effect.
So he's giving everyone, and this is a $350 value free to you or someone you know. It's a blood analysis panel and a vitamin B12 shot. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And if you're married or if you're with somebody, you've got a significant other, and you know you're elbowing them right now when you're listening, you know, we should go in there because, you know, when you're dealing with this type of thing, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to accept it. They don't want to, you know, they just want to put their head in the sand. Just like taxes, they want to put their head in the sand. But you can help them feel better.
We can. We have so many couples that come in, and they come in and they both talk about any of the symptoms that they've been having. And when they are treated, they find that they're happier in life. They're happier with their relationship. And the other times we have the husband or wife come in, and then the wife makes the husband come in, or the husband makes the wife come in, and they're just able to go out and do more things together and have the energy
You can
to do
live
that.
together.
Absolutely.
You're not fighting. Now, we have our callers calling in. Keep on calling. If the line is busy, keep on calling. I can see that's happening. The workup that you're going to get includes the blood analysis panel, which is awesome that you do that in your office for people, and that vitamin B12 shot. It's a $350 value free to you. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. You can check them out on their website. It's balancehormonecenter.com. You can also call them direct, and that number is 480-718-9960. Call in here. Everyone is going to get the workup that includes a blood analysis panel and a vitamin B12 shot. Everyone loves those. Then that's a $350 value free to you. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, so obviously we know that it can affect men and women. How about age? When did we start this? Is there a certain age level that it really happens, or can it happen anytime?
Well, you start aging from the second you're born. But in terms of feeling any type of symptoms, I mean, we have patients anywhere from 22 years old all the way up to 90. So when people feel like they have no energy, that can start in their early 30s, even their late 20s. Women, when you get a hysterectomy, you're automatically in menopause.
Me. Exactly. But even so, even if they leave in one ovary, you still have, because it's like it doesn't get it yet. You know what I mean?
Right. You'll still have the ability to make those hormones, but because you've kind of lost that ability to reproduce, sometimes the brain just doesn't want to work.
It really does. And there's
anymore.
no reason why you should be uncomfortable. And don't put your head in the sand, especially you men out there that are listening. There's no reason why you shouldn't be. And they can help you. They're giving everyone to find out where your levels are. That's all it's about right now, is find out where your levels are. They're going to do a workup that includes the blood analysis panel, which is awesome that they do it right in their office. That means you don't have to go anywhere else and pay extra. All right. And that also that vitamin B12 shot that you're going to get that gives you that extra boost, which everyone loves those, especially when you're hormonal, And again, that's a $350 value free to you. 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. All right. So how would someone be able to tell if they needed hormone replacement? I mean, what are some of the symptoms, for men and women?
Probably one of the most common symptoms I get is I just feel tired all the time. And most of the time they've gone and seen their family doctor and they've run some tests on them. And
you're hot,
and said,
you're tired, you're overweight, you're dieting, you don't lose weight. What else?
Yeah. Women, hot flashes, night sweats, dryness in their skin.
How about
other
men?
areas of the body. The men will feel like their brain is foggy. They can't think as well as they used to. They're not as sharp. They forget, where did I put the keys, a little bit more often than they used to.
How about things like this? Do men also sometimes get hot flashes too? Or not really?
Men don't get hot flashes.
They don't get hot flashes. They're lucked out on that one.
That's strictly for the
But
could
women. They also not do well in the bedroom area as well?
Absolutely. one of the other main reasons guys come and see me is erectile dysfunction.
Right.
And most men do not want to talk about it because they feel they've kind of decreased their masculinity. And a lot of times I have to dig that out of them. But once they start talking about it, we usually have a pretty good solution.
The best thing
help
to
them
do
with
would be
that.
going with your partner if you can, because they're the ones that know, right? They're the ones that know what's going on, and they can help you talk it through. Sometimes that's a good thing to do. You can call them direct. Their phone number is 480-718-9960, and the website is BalanceHormoneCenter.com. We're going to leave our lines open. We're going to come back. We're going to talk further about what you can do for people. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Everyone is getting the workup that includes the blood analysis that they do right there in their office, so you don't have to pay extra. It's a panel that you're going to get for that, and a vitamin B12 shot. It's a $350 value free to you. 602-277-5369. Call in here and get that.
You own if I crave it.
So welcome back. We're talking with Dr. Brian Cafaro. He is the owner of Balance Hormone Center. We have our lines open here. He is, he's offering for everyone to call in. You're going to get it's a workup that you're going to get that includes the blood analysis panel, which he does in his office, which means that you don't have to go extra for that, so you don't have to pay extra, which is awesome. Also, you're going to get a vitamin B12 shot, which everybody loves those. They love them when they just, it makes them just have that more energy, and nobody doesn't like them. So you're going to get one of those along with that. That's a $350 value free to you. We have our lines open here. You can call in and get one. 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. If you're driving around and you've got your partner there in front of you, you both can go in. It's one of those things that if it's happening to one, it's probably happening to the other, right? Unless you're one of those that have married someone very young. Or with someone younger.
Absolutely.
That's about it.
And that's why sometimes you see these older men that can keep up with the younger women.
The reason why they can is because they've come to you.
Absolutely.
They absolutely have.
They may be 65 years old, but they feel like they're 20 years old.
Right. And there's a reason for that. And it's not always just the little, the little purple pill? It's not always that. It's something else, too. It's way more than that. But there are also reasons why they're happening to you, and that's why he can discuss that with you. So you can check him out on his website. It is BalanceHormoneCenter.com. Or you can also call their direct. Their phone number is 480-718-9960. But everyone who's calling in, you're going to get this workup blood analysis panel. That's a $350 value free to you that comes along with that vitamin B12 shot. And we all love those. 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, a couple of different things. First of all, I want to know some of the different treatments that you do, because it's not all one thing, right?
It's not. We offer a wide range of ways to treat people. And we try and treat people in a more natural approach.
I love that.
There's something called bioidentical hormones, and that means these hormones are the same stuff that your body already makes. If you get some of the synthetic hormones, many of the women's hormones are made from horse urine, and a lot of women don't.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say something
that.
completely different.
No.
I thought you were going to say yam or something like that.
The bioidentical hormones are actually made from yams.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know. What was the one that was made from horse urine?
That's estrogen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of women don't realize that, but women are not horses.
So why would we be given that?
Because the pharmaceutical companies came up with it and found that it works on some women. And you may have heard one of the big reasons hormones have a black eye in some of the medical community is there was a study called the WHI study, which had a link of breast cancer with hormones. Okay. That was synthetic hormones. Okay. They've done numerous studies with bioidentical hormones, and the risk of breast cancer is not significantly increased with the bioidentical hormones.
If you're on a hormone right now and you're like always have to go to the restroom like a racehorse, like they say that, right?
Yep.
You might be on one and you don't know it.
That's right.
Wow, that's interesting. So you have different other ones. So what else do you have there?
So we do pellet implants.
Yes.
They look like little grains of rice. We make a very small incision around your hip area, and they get slipped underneath. For women, they last typically 3 to 4 months. For men, they last about 6 months, simply because there's much more pellets put into the males, and they're a little bit bigger.
Okay.
A lot of women and men like the pellets because you get them put in, you don't even have to think about it afterwards. You will constantly get a constant release every second of every day, the amount of hormones that you need. And we're able to calculate what is the right dose for you.
Right.
Okay?
And
For people that don't want to do pellets or may not have the money for them, we do what's called troches. These are little lozenges that dissolve in your mouth, and they will be absorbed into your bloodstream.
they
pretty
taste
instant.
okay?
We have raspberry, butterscotch,
going that way,
mint.
Doc.
We have all of those. A lot of the men get testosterone injections. Those are usually done between 7 and 14, every 7 to 14 days, and they keep their levels up where they should be. So those are quite popular. Another one of our newer products is called Samorelin. Have you ever heard of that one?
No.
So Samorelin is a group of amino acids, and what that will do is help stimulate your pituitary gland up in your brain to make more growth hormone. Growth hormone is thought of in many circles as the fountain of youth.
Yeah, it's the newest thing.
Yeah. When you get actual growth hormone, it's really not good for your body. Your hands can get real big. Your jaw can get big. It's really bad for your heart. So we never tell people they should do growth hormone. The only people that need to do growth hormone are people with various deficiencies in their pituitary, especially when they're younger. This Samorelin is used to tell your body to make more of its own growth hormone. The body will regulate itself so that you can never make too much and you won't have any problems.
We have our lines open here, and everyone's getting a blood work analysis. That's a panel that he does right in his office, so you don't have to pay extra for it anywhere else, which I love that you do that. And a vitamin B12 shot along with that, which everyone loves. It's a $350 value, free to you. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. They do a very natural approach, is what he says. You can check them out on their website. It is BalanceHormoneCenter.com. So are these safe, and are there side effects? We don't want any hair growing out of us, Doc.
We recommend every woman that comes in to always get their mammograms done, okay? Especially if there's a family history, then they should get it done even more frequently. Otherwise, they're extremely safe. There's been many, many studies done. Are there possible side effects? Yes. You could, for example, a man on testosterone, they could potentially get a little bit of acne on their face or back, which most guys, it doesn't last very long if they do. If you have genetic predisposition for hair loss, you could lose a little bit of hair. We have ways to help combat that.
Well, but though if somebody comes into you and you're taking this into effect every single time, so when something is happening, you can change what they might be on to something else to find the correct one.
Absolutely, and that's why we supervise all this. We always check their labs on a regular basis to make sure that the levels aren't getting too high, and if we need to adjust things, we certainly do that.
Well, I'll tell you something, guys, and gals, but the guys that are listening right there, I always like to kind of do a shout out. Us women, we know when we don't feel good, and we let everybody know about it. Men seem to sometimes, even though you can be a baby when you when you get sick, but you don't want to talk about this. Though there's a lot of things that can help if you're dealing with something, you're in a relationship, and maybe you don't still feel so great. Check them out. They can help you. They're going to give you everyone is getting a free blood analysis panel that they do right there in their office. It's awesome that you won't have to pay for it anywhere else extra, which is great. And that vitamin B12 shot, that's a value of $350. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. They are safe, and there's minimal side effects. It's definitely worth it to check it out. Give us a call here and get one. Everyone's getting one from them. What other services do you offer?
So we do weight management. We have various ways of helping people lose weight. We have something called the HCG diet that a lot of people have heard about. We do various medicines that can be used to help people lose weight. We also do aesthetics. We have Dr. Jovan Rago in our office who does Botox, Juvederm. So if you have any wrinkles, crow's feet.
He says that there's 3 things in life that you can for sure count on. It's death, taxes, and aging. And that's what his office is all about. But right now we've been talking about hormones. And we're going to let you call for the next 5 minutes here and get that. It's a blood workup that you're going to get. It's a panel that he does right in his office. It's a $350 value free to you. It comes along with that B12 shot. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's a natural approach. Check him out. It's balancehormonecenter.com.